Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111. Welcome back to Exploration and Tactics here in Minecraft 111. And last time we went to the Nether and I discovered a new block, a magma block. And I thought of a number of science experiments that I wanted to try with magma blocks today. And so let me go ahead and put one down. As you'll recall, I can take some damage if I end up standing on top of them. I haven't been noticing if my armor durability has gone down at all when I do that. But I thought of a number of things that I wanted to try. One is, can you set these blocks on fire? And if so, do they continually burn like netherrack? Or do they burn for a few seconds and go out like other squares that you can burn? And so we will try that out, and I will let it burn for a little bit. Another thing I was curious about is we know that it burns, okay, it does burn out, just kind of like a normal block. We know that it burns the player, and we know that it burns certain mobs here in the overworld. I wonder if it would burn, for example, an armor stand. Does not appear to do any damage to the armor stand. Okay, that's interesting. And what about a boat? I was just trying to think of other entities that I could test out with it. Doesn't seem like the boat is taking any damage either. And if I'm in the boat, it seems like I can row right over it. And I don't take any damage while I'm in the boat. So that's interesting. All right. Yeah. Things like, cactus or whatever, or other things that kind of cause environmental damage. And so I was curious what would happen there. Another thing that I want to check out, I never actually tested, I've just been kind of assuming a pickaxe is the right tool, but I haven't tried, like, if I just try to punch it with my hand. Seems like that's taking a while. Seems like it's also taking a while with a shovel or a sword, and so I presume that a pickaxe is the right tool to use on these. Another thing I was curious about is whether or not pistons will enable this thing. If it's a pushable block, basically. I expect that it is, as most blocks are. Alright, I can indeed push it with a piston. And so I imagine as a result then, I could do something like this. I was thinking about using this in the skeleton dungeon that I have lit up as part of kind of like a mob trap kind of thing. And so you could imagine basically something like this, where the skeletons end up dropping down and they end up standing here, and then when I want to deal damage to them, I pull this lever and it swipes this over, and so then the skeletons would be standing on this and they would take a bunch of damage, and then I could finish them off with my sword or something, is something that I was thinking about doing. And so that is something that I will probably enjoy doing, but I can build that off camera, because that's not too interesting. It looks like the sun is going down, so let me put away a few things. And there's one other test that I want to do that we will do the next morning. And it's going to be a sad test for some of you, but just remember that this is for science, and it's important to do tests for science. And I did happen to find a volunteer who was down here. One of my doggies decided to volunteer because I think animals that are friendly have death messages in the chat. And so I wanted to find out what the death message is if you die from standing on top of one of these blocks. But I didn't want to die myself because I think I have some coins. And so we'll let this guy test it out for us. We're not being cruel, we're doing science. Wolf discovered floor was lava. So discovered floor was lava apparently is the death message that you get when you die on top of one of these blocks. So that is hopefully useful to know, because it's now information that we have. Another question that I've been curious about is if and how these blocks might interact with water. I realize I left my bucket of water back up here, so let me go grab it. Discovered the floor was lava. Just like when you were a kid, the floor is made of lava. Let me take an empty bucket, actually, because I need to fill it with water anyway. Do it down by the river. Oh, I have a water source right at my house that I keep forgetting about. Oh well. That's not the best place to grab it. Let's grab it there so it refills and we don't end up with flowing water. So when you pour water on lava, it turns into obsidian. Can you put water on this and does it do anything? Doesn't appear to have changed it at all. Now, the other question I'm curious about is, do I take damage? I do still take damage while I'm standing on that, even when I'm in the water. So it's definitely, it's kind of similar to fire damage, kind of a little bit, but not. Yeah. That's interesting, though. It could make it a little bit more useful for... oh, right, there's one other test I wanted to do. Make it a little bit more useful for when you're trying to make mob traps with it. You could be like pushing mobs with water and still have them take fall damage at the same time. Or not fall damage. Have them take damage on this block at the same time. The one other thing that I want to try doing, and then we're going to head back into the Nether today and do some more exploring, is to see if a fire resist potion, if while I have fire resist going, if I take damage from this block. And so I want to test that out. But before I do, I want to be kind of otherwise ready to go to the Nether. And the other thing I want to do is just make a few more torches so that we have them ready to go. Alright, and I'll take the fire resist potions, and we have plenty of food, and we've got blocks. And a pickaxe and a half ought to be enough for exploring the rest of the Nether fortress. I figure I want to carry the fire resist potion kind of like with me into the Nether. Alright, so let's drink it up. Potion of fire resist, there we go. I have fire resist for 8 minutes. I do not take damage from it. Interesting. So being in the water did not prevent me from taking damage, but the fire resist potion does. Honestly, those are not results that I would have expected beforehand, so I'm glad that we did these scientific tests. Those are the entirety of the list of tests that I came up with that I wanted to try out in terms of experiments with this new block. I'm recording these episodes ahead of time, so normally I'd say if you have suggestions of other things to try, if you're blind, if you already like know the answer, like don't just like blurt out something special about the block that I haven't figured out yet. But unfortunately, since I'm recording these so far ahead, I'm not sure that I'll have a chance to kind of like react to people's feedback necessarily. And we already checked, zombie pigmen are not affected by walking on that block, and I presume it's for the same reason that fire resistance seems to negate the damage of the block, and so mobs who are kind of naturally fire resistant or fire immune, I guess won't be affected. But last time we only explored a little bit of the Nether Fortress. Now that I have the, oh, I didn't gather more arrows, so we're gonna have to, since I've got fire resist, I don't have to worry about taking damage from these guys' fireballs. Can I reach you? There we go. I'm using the axe, both because it does more damage and because I won't accidentally hit the pigman. I won't accidentally hit the pigman. Let's go ahead. Oops, I want those cobblestone, but I don't need them right now. I guess I have fire resist, so if I accidentally step in the lava, it's no great tragedy. Such as right now, because the lava just decided it wanted to spread out more. So I'm on fire for a little bit, but that should be okay. And yeah, basically over here, there was places that I hadn't yet explored enough of, apparently. Oh, here's a, okay. So if we need to get, oh wow, there's two of them. Since I had the fire resist going, I guess it makes sense to fight a few of these guys right now and just try to get a few more blaze rods. But we have two right next to each other, so this is very convenient if I ever wanted to make this into a mob farm, mob grinder or something kind of thing. This could be probably a good place to do it potentially. Well, let's just see if I can get a couple more blaze rods. I do have one more magma cream still at home, so I could brew up some more fire resist potions. But the blaze rods will be useful for other potions we might want to brew, as well as both for powering the whatchamacall and also 4 more blaze rods. That should keep me going for a while. Oh, that looks dangerous. Let's do that. And I think I'm already kind of getting lost here in the fortress. But the blaze rods, both to power the potion stand, as well as, I'm just going to go a little ways farther here just to see if it seems like this is ending. It's just a little block of netherrack. Nope, seems like it's ending over here. Okay. as well as to make strength potions, and I could even turn the blaze powder into magma cream. Oh, I'm going to need more for... This guy's got an enchanted sword. I'm going to need more for... what do you call? Ender eyes to find the stronghold. So that's actually a reason for me to get a few more blaze rods than I was originally planning to get. So let's see if we can kill 1 or 2 more of these guys and possibly end up with another blaze rod. And I also need to figure out, I know there was more to the fortress here in some other direction, but I don't remember it since the previous episode that I recorded yesterday. 6 blaze rods, I wouldn't mind getting a couple more. And I'm aware that my axe is going to run out. How are we up to? 7? Oops. Alright, there's no pigmen around here. I'm actually low enough on iron that I prefer to kind of save the axe so that I can repair it, which is kind of sad. Still just 7 blaze rods. Let's try to get at least 8. Why you guys no drop? Still 7. Come on, drop a blaze rod for me. Alright, he's flying away. Maybe he's not flying away. Don't fly away. Come back. If I open this back up, will you come back? There you go. Okay, he did drop a blaze rod, but I think he dropped it down into the lava down there, so that's not going to help me. And I still have 2.5 minutes of fire resist. I have to be worried as you get near the end, because if you get caught on fire, like, you'll stay on fire for a little while. There's another blaze rod. Okay. That's good enough for now. So let's back off from here. And then maybe further over this way. Oh, there's a wither skeleton. Let's do that. Oh, and I see some more Magma slimes behind me, too. Just hoping that we might get lucky, because those guys occasionally will drop the wither skeleton skulls. Oh no, there's a Magma slime over here. Magma cube, whatever he's called. Not a magma block. Darn, he must have despawned. I should have gone after him when I saw him, because I wanted to get more magma cream for more fire resist potions. Alright, and got a crazy jagged nether fortress that's self-intersecting, or maybe it's a couple nether fortresses that are intersecting over here. And I guess there was a place to go upstairs over here, so maybe we'll go upstairs over here and see if we can figure out where things connect. Yeah, I'm already kind of turned around. I thought I had a good map in my head from the previous episode, but things already are not where I expect them to be. Okay, nothing there. Let's go ahead and take these back. Let's not worry about the blaze anymore either. And I think this is going to be a dead end. Yeah, so let me run around a little bit and see if I can find another section of the fortress that we have not yet explored. Alright, I found a portion of the fortress that has not yet been explored. So let's see. That seems to just kind of dead end, strangely. Like, I like in general kind of like the procedural generation of Minecraft's various structures, but I wish that they didn't just kind of, I don't know, dead end as poorly as they do. Like, it seems like they could have some kind of caps at the end of structures, like when the structure generation is ending or something, to make it less like this. It's just like, why would a building go like this? It just kind of like goes over in this direction and then it just stops. I don't understand. And is there like more of the structure over here, or like an intersecting structure right over here? Just gonna try. It seems like there's like another section of the fortress, maybe right over here. Sorry that it's dark. Nether brick is very dark material. I can't tell. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, I guess there's just like a way up here. Maybe to walk along the top, or somewhere higher up in there that there's another. Let me try digging up here really quick. Okay, I found my way in. Oh, but this is a section that we've already been in, apparently. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm not sure that there are other directions to go. Yeah, I think that pretty much might be the entirety of this fortress. But we did at least get some key things that we would want. Eventually we'll have to come back for wither skeleton skulls, but that's pretty far in the future. This guy's in my way. I wonder if I can just manage to dodge his fireballs and then hit him without worrying about a fire resist potion. What was it, 5 shots with the iron sword? Ouch, darn it, he got me in the last shot. But I did get another blaze rod, so we're up to 10 blaze rods now, which is nice, and I wasn't in fire for too long. So I think let's head back home. I am going to grab just a tiny bit of glowstone so that I have the glowstone dust available as potion ingredients in the future, but I'll come back with the silk touch pick perhaps if I want to actually place some glowstone in the world. But I think we'll go back to the overworld and try to accomplish something that we failed to accomplish a few times in previous episodes. When we were first experimenting with the magma blocks, I had come down here and accidentally stumbled into a cave system, and we'd been looking for actual cave systems to explore while we were along the sky rail, and so now I want to actually take some time to kind of fully explore this cave area. And yeah, I've heard some bad guys in various directions, so I'm sure there's more unexplored caves somewhere. Alright, I think I found a new section of cave over here. So let's explore and see what we can find. This will be my first time caving, where I actually have a water bucket on the bar. And that will make me a bit more bold, because even though, despite the fact that keep inventory is on still, I'm still rather uncomfortable with the prospect of falling in lava, probably as a result of years of conditioning. I think I saw another skeleton over here. Yeah. There we go. You are dead. I see some of this is lit and some of it is not. Looks like there might be a spot for a monster to spawn over there, so we will take that away. But it looks like there is more to explore down this way. And yeah, once again, iron and gold would be great. We can continue building the sky rail. If we happen to find more diamonds, that could also be really good, because we're getting close to being able to purchase the diamond pickaxe. I think it's like 2 or 3 recipes that we still need to buy before we could get that. And once we can get the diamond pickaxe, we can get obsidian, we can make an ender chest, we can make an enchanting table, we could start doing a whole lot of enchanting to use our levels. So we'll see if we manage. There's some gold. Actually, yeah, go ahead and blow that guy up. Ooh, and chain armor would be fun to collect if I could manage to collect it and get a set. I don't have looting, so it's unlikely this guy's going to drop a piece. But he is fully decked out. Hey, he did! Neat! Chain boots. Alright, one of the 4. Chain armor was something when I was trying to collect everything in the quest for everything previously in exploration and tactics. That was very hard to get. Let's just have him blow up again, too. But we got one of the 4 pieces already. And, oh wow, and he even exploded out this gold and didn't destroy it. That was very convenient. Good job, creeper. That was like the best creeper ever. He's mining my blocks. Blowing up his creeper buddies. How's my armor doing, by the way? Feather Falling 3 is still doing okay. I'll eventually want to repair that, and I might end up putting the unbreaking on it. Well, I guess it depends on relative to when we end up, you know, getting access to enchanting and an ender chest and different things like that. So I don't have to think about it just yet. Another creeper. So many creepers. I can collect that iron ore on the way back. For now, let's just continue lighting some things up. Let's practice killing a creeper. Ah, darn it. Okay. Because I could use the practice for Minecraft bingo. But I did not manage to back up far enough or fast enough. Looks like this is a dead end, so I will collect some ores. While I was digging up some iron, I heard a zombie. And it appears that this is his home. Hello, zombie. Thank you for inviting me to your home. This is a pretty cool little round room. Ah, I see. I thought I heard a second zombie, and then I didn't hear him anymore. I guess he fell down here and almost got washed away by the water. So let's go ahead and kill him off as well. And take a quick peek. I think I just heard another zombie too, actually. Let's Sounded like he was like in this direction. Let me try to dig that way really quick. Alright, I think I have found perhaps where the other zombie is. Let's go ahead and utilize our water bucket. Make things a little bit safer to get down. There he is. Hey, buddy. Thanks for making noise so I could find this little cave. Although, honestly, I could hear the lava bubbling as well, which was also helpful. Okay, little guy is about to come find us, it sounds like. Hey, little baby zombie, where are you at? Apparently he was back that way. I hear a number of zombies. Enough of them that I think there might be a zombie dungeon somewhere down here. Or maybe it's just a big cave and we've got so much lit up now that we're going to end up with tons of mobs spawning. That'll help a little bit. Yeah, do that again. I'm trying to stay just close enough for... Oops, hello. He found me. I don't know how, but he found me. Hey, he dropped an iron ingot. That's pretty cool. Alright, blow up. Yeah, there we go. I feel like creepers blow up a little bit farther than I recall. Oh, guess what? Conga line. Alright, where did you guys come from? I guess higher up in the cave over there? Maybe I'll go check that out before I go downstairs. Just from the general perspective of it's good to kind of go upwards before you go downwards. This almost looks like it's going to lead over to the same spot, actually. Yeah, maybe not. I guess mobs can't get to me from there. There's a lot of iron around here, which is great. That will translate into more sky rails in the near future. And this is just a dead end. Oh, I see. And there's something over here. This might be where the skeleton who surprised me came from. Although, are there any mobs over here? Yeah, still a lot of open cave. It's amazing, like right near my spawn point. Tons of cave systems with dark spaces and dungeons and all kinds of fun things. And then as I've been traveling out in the sky rail, it's just been like nothing. Can't find a cave to save my life. So, I mean, I guess it's better to have the caves at home because it's kind of more convenient for me. But yeah, I don't have a good enough sense on kind of a macroscopic scale how the Minecraft terrain generator works in terms of the algorithms and how frequent caves are and all kinds of things, kind of intricacies like that. So I'd be curious to know more. In any case, there's a lot of ores in the wall to mine up in the caves that we just lit up, so I'm going to mine them up and I'll be back. Alright, going into a new area cave over here. This will be dangerous. Actually, that works kind of in my favor. Thank you, creeper. I was kind of surprised that the creeper blew up there because the zombie I thought was going to be kind of in the way and block line of sight for the creeper. But for whatever reason, apparently it did not work out that way. What does work out in my favor is the fact that we have... Oh, gosh. Okay, there we go. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh! I did not expect him to deal that much damage to me. Wow. Alright, well, I lost all my coins again. I don't recall... Poop. I don't recall how many coins I had. I don't think I had that many. I really did not expect at all to die there. I guess perhaps quite clearly, given the way I just played that. Yeah, let's... I'm kind of embarrassed by that. I think I've been tracking... Yes, that's my 4th death now. Been tracking my deaths on the tab screen because it's important to keep track of these things. That's embarrassing. I feel bad about that. Alright. Well, what's done is done. In order to feel better about myself, I will now melee a witch to death. Alright. And I thought she threw a potion, but I did not get hit by the potion, so I'm not sure what happened there. And we got some sugar out of the deal. So, how do you like that? Item repair, do-do-do-do. Alright, I'm gonna head back downstairs, try to find the place that I just died. Not that we need to, you know, recover our items, but just because I wanted to continue exploring that cave and try to get it all lit up. And so I'll meet you guys back down there and try to play a little bit less incautiously. Alright, I said less incautiously, but I just happened to spot an enderman over here. And I always have a thirst for ender pearls. And I guess I did it pretty cautiously, given that I gave myself a nice little ceiling to go hide underneath. Hey, we got an ender pearl. Great. While mining up some ore on the way back, I heard a bunch of zombies. This might actually be leading back over to close to where we were before. But let's see if these zombies... Yeah, that guy's picking up... Well, that might be cobblestone that I just mined up just a moment ago. Let's get a sense of how many zombies are here. I see. They fell down a hole here. How safe does it look over here? Let's try something a little bit crazy. Let's do that. There is an Enderman. I might be able to blow him up with a creeper, actually. So let's see if we can do that. And blow up a few of these bad guys as well. Oh, gosh! You I did not expect. Alright, that almost put quite the damper. What we were doing there. If the skeleton had had a little bit of punch on his bow and knocked me right into the creeper, I might have died again. It would have been very embarrassing. Okay, I'm quite certain the Enderman took some damage already. I'm not sure exactly how much, though, so in the spirit of not dying again immediately, let's kill off the zombie. Let's make sure there's nobody else coming to get me right here. And then we can look at the Enderman. Ouch! Hey, another ender pearl. Okay, great. Alright, well, I didn't intend to be here, but now that I'm in this cave, let me explore it as well. Yeah, so many great caves right here below spawn. No other caves seem to be anywhere in the world. Hopefully once I eventually get out to some more new biomes. I think also ice biomes possibly have a few fewer cave system entrances than some of the other ones. The biomes where there's snow on the ground, I mean, tend to have fewer caves, it feels like to me. I don't know, once again, if that's actually true. So maybe once we manage to get out into some warmer climate, away from spawn, we'll have better luck finding caves. Okay, I'm going to go back to mining up things. Let's see if I can get the zombie in front of me. Actually, I think the skeleton shot the spider. Great! Go get him, spider! I'll help. Nice! Good job, spider. You're the best. Here's what you get as a result of being the best. Get stabbed in the back. Alright, I do not immediately see any good resources down there. There was another Enderman over here. So I think I'm going to have to go after him. Assuming he's still here. Did you walk away? Yeah, he's run down over here. I see his little purple particles. I see. I think this might be the area that I saw the zombies earlier, possibly, and so this kind of circled around. I still haven't gotten back to where I died, I don't think. Oh, wow. This is a huge chunk of iron right here. That was a 10 vein right there. Let's also item repair. Iron pickaxe. And yeah, right over here is where we spotted the zombies and the creepers earlier. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and take out the zombie. And I hear another zombie. Oh, another creeper. Hey, creeper, come help us all out. See us? There we go. Great. Okay, did most of the damage on the Enderman, I think. Oh, crap. Another creeper. Oh, hey, more things I want. Do it again. All right, Enderman took a little bit more damage there. I don't want the Enderman to get away, but I don't want all the other things to sneak up on me either. Okay, it looks like it's going to be safe over here. So I think the Enderman is the only guy we got around now. Let's play risky. I think he's already taken a bunch of damage. Ha! Great. And I don't have fortune. If I were to purchase a loot chest next, there's at least a small chance that I might get a fortune book inside the loot chest. And so I'm kind of tempted to leave this big cache of diamonds here. Let's do this. Let's F3 and F2. You can see just how close to spawn we are right there. And so I have a screenshot of the coordinates of those diamonds, just in case I manage to get my hands on a fortune book in the near future. Once I cook up this iron and craft up some rails, maybe we'll try buying another loot chest. That could really help kind of jumpstart a bit of my resources. And if not, then we'll just continue kind of buying recipes etc. In any case, the place that I died earlier is still over in this direction, I think? No. Oh, right, it's up in this direction. So let me find my way back to there. Here we go. I think it might have been right over here that I died, and there are a couple more Endermen. So we know what that means. It means that Brian notices that his sword's about to die, and so he switches to the axe. That'll make it a little bit faster to kill the Endermans and fewer swings anyway. Alright, and hey, did you see what I did to your friend? Yeah, you did. I think it takes like 5 or 6 if you let the axe recharge. There we go. Got some more ender pearls, which is great. I really wish their death sound, or sorry, that their sounds would stop playing after they die. It seems silly that the guy is dead. This sound keeps playing for the next 20 seconds or whatever it is. I'm sure it's not 20 seconds. It's more like 5 seconds, but it's still too long. All right, but the good news is that was the end of that cave. I've already explored everything over there. I think there was one other direction that remained that I'm aware of nearby in this cave. You may have seen in a Minecraft Bingo episode probably a week or two ago that occasionally my mouse has been like sticking and it will behave as though I've let go of the button even though I still have the button holding down. I still have not replaced my mouse. That's on my list of things to do because it's happening again here occasionally, although it's a very intermittent problem. Let's see, while we're finishing exploring this cave and I'm just kind of mining, I can tell a quick story, which is while I'm feeling a whole lot better from when I was sick some days ago, you can probably still tell in my voice that my voice isn't like 100% back to normal. Right, I remember being here. Right, here's the diamonds. Is there anything else to explore down here? I definitely still hear some bad guys somewhere. Sounds like they're this way. Yeah, it sounds like he's right through the wall over here, actually. Let's just dig. So yeah, while I was sick and didn't have a voice to record things, here we go. I ended up replaying some Rogue Legacy. If you were relatively new to the channel, maybe you didn't know that I played Rogue Legacy, but I've done a couple of Rogue Legacy series, and I'm pretty good at that game. It's a fun kind of RPG action platformer kind of game. Is the zombie going to go attack him? I was hoping the zombie was going to go attack him, so I didn't need to bother. But apparently that's not going to happen. So I'll take out the skeleton, and then the zombie. And yeah, it's still a fun game to play. I enjoyed it. I basically just played through getting up to Johannes the first time, again a couple of times. It was kind of like the final boss, but then you have like New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2 and New Game Plus 3 that you can kind of go and replay. But I hadn't, I don't know, played that game in probably more than a year, and it was still fun to come back to. So it makes me think vaguely about doing, did I see, I thought I saw possibly some cobblestone over there that was going to signify a dungeon, but I think what I saw was this against that, and it looked like a weird color, and I misinterpreted what my eyes were showing me. Okay, I don't see any diamonds around here. Oh, I lied. I do see diamonds around here. How many diamonds are here? This one appears to be only one, so rather than trying to track its location, in case we want to come back, I'll just go ahead and mine it up now. And I see. It was pretty close to these other diamonds, though. If I'd realized that, I might have left it behind. Let me do a little bit more exploring. In any case, if you have any interest in watching me play Rogue Legacy yet again, even though it wouldn't really be any different than previous times I've played Rogue Legacy, you can let me know. And I might do another series on that game, just because it's a fun game. But yeah, I think we will have mined up enough iron that we can craft some more rails and see if we have enough to buy something. So I'll meet you guys back up on the surface. And I'm back up on the surface, and I happen to see another one of these guys. So we gotta kill him. His eyes are like really white. I don't know that I've been like right up in his grill like that before to appreciate how cool looking he is. It looks like there's another one of these guys over here. It seems like they're reasonably common. Although, given that I didn't notice them until a few days into the playthrough, I wonder if it's the case that they are, part of the local difficulty setting kind of thing, and so they only spawn... Does that show up over here? Local difficulty 2.02/0.41, day 72, near the bottom of the main section on the F3 screen. I can imagine that it's a local difficulty kind of setting that causes those guys to spawn. But in any case, I'm going to cook up the iron, and we will craft up some more rails and see how many coins we get out of the deal. Item repair, do-do-do-do. I enjoy doing the item repair, by the way, both because I get to sing the song, but also because you get the durability of Tool 1 plus the durability of Tool 2 plus an extra 10%, I think. And it's the extra 10%, which admittedly is just like, I don't know, 1 iron ingot's worth or something, but I've been struggling to get enough iron to do all the things I want to do in this playthrough, and so saving every little bit of iron seems to count. Some iron is still cooking, but let's get a sense of how many. I don't understand. Yeah, something works weird with like the click and drag behavior now, and I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. Let me get a sense of how many coins I'm going to be able to get out of all of this, to see if it'll be enough to buy a loot chest at 380 or the next recipe at 440. But I guess I just crafted 4 stacks of rails, so that should be 256, I guess. And we still have more iron cooking up, and I have some more iron in my inventory. So if I go ahead and divide these up now as well, maybe it has something to do with the way that my mouse button has not been working properly, actually. Hadn't considered that. Let's go ahead and do this. 368. I think that's going to get us up to, yeah, 384. But it looks like we're about to run out. 440 would be the next recipe, which would be a shield, and then we'd be able to get the diamond pick. 380 would be a loot chest. We've already got the 380, and I am curious to get another loot chest just in case I get lucky with fortune or something. So I think I'm going to buy a loot chest for now. And so we will do that. Now I only have 4 coins left, but I got more loots. And yeah, this is kind of the previous loot chest, which had the Silk Touch pickaxe and I think the Unbreaking book, and then other random kind of rare loot I've been storing in this chest as well. So I'm just going to put this one down next to it. And we get some diamonds, some gold. Fortune 2, hooray! And Blast Protection 3. And another Silk Touch pick. Okay, great. But we did get fortune. And so I guess next time I'll probably put fortune on a pickaxe. We can go mine the other diamonds. I will build some more on the sky rails since we have another 6 stacks of rails, and see if I can find anywhere else new for us to get to. And I feel like there was one other thing. I'm sure there's a bunch of other things that we need to do, but nothing springs to mind right now. Yeah, but look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode of Exploration and Tactics. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you when I see you. But for now, bye-bye.